Hello, habit hackers. I hope you're getting used to this title because as we call ourselves this, it's a daily affirmation that we are hacking our habits. So everywhere you go, remind yourself, I'm a habit hacker. I am making it. 90 days is not impossible for me. Today is already day 15. Think about it. We already done with 15 days. And we have dealt with foundational issues, mental, emotional preparation, and material preparation. So today we started our action. We went into activity. I know some of you have been thinking, when are we going to start walking? When are we going to start working out? When are we going to start this reading? Finally, it's here, and I hope we give it the best shot. Give it the best, your best, that which you know is outside your comfort zone. That is what matters. It's not about what anyone else does, it's about what you do. And so today I promise to share my morning routine and just see how can we develop our own. Because what I share is a template, you can use it to develop your own. So I'm more concerned about the evening and morning routine. You see, your day basically starts the previous evening. How do you prepare for your day before you start it? So when we are starting a day, remember yesterday I said before we come into today, we have to prepare. So the best way to start a day is not to wake up and start thinking, so what am I going to do today? Is to prepare for it the previous evening. So what I have learned over time is that when you prepare for your day the previous evening, then the following day all you do is start. And so you don't waste time. You don't start looking for what you need. You already have it in place. So in this case, I know our scenarios are different. What we have to do in a day is different. So you will pick this as a template and customize it to your lifestyle. So for me, what I do, because in the evening now, I know that the following day, I want to go to the gym, I want to do my journaling in the morning, and everything that I think I want to do, I prepare for it in the evening. So in the evening, I make sure that I sit down with a pen and paper and ask myself, what do I want to achieve tomorrow? And I list down things, 5 very important things that I want to achieve the following day. The things that I will make sure they are done. Remember, our brains love to accomplish things. The more you accomplish stuff, the more your brain is happy. So the more you set a goal of what you're going to accomplish and accomplish it, you feel like a winner. And then I know what I'm going to do, so I prepare for it. I want to journal in the morning. So where are my journaling books? Where are my pens? Where are my gym clothes? I want them there with me. My water bottle, we've talked about taking at least 2 liters of water in a day. Where is your water bottle? You don't wake up and start looking for water in the morning. You already have it. If it's warm water and you have a warm water flask, then you put it in the flask. And if it's cold water, well and good. We all have different preferences. So whatever you want to use in the morning, the pens, you don't wake up and start asking, who took my pen? You have it already. You set your alarm in the evening. Every alarm that you need. My phone has several alarms. I have introduced the habit trackers. I've introduced to you the to-do list. I really love that one because in the morning I will hear it say, time to wake up. And then I will hear it say, dress up, take your water, brush your teeth. And then I will hear it say, time to go to the gym. So I really love this app. So you could choose to feed what you're going to do in this app, and the app will assist you. So that's something you do in the evening. Then what do I do when I wake up in the morning? We've talked about our alarms. So you have set your alarm in the evening. Don't put your alarm next to your bed because that's where the snoozing starts. You wake up and feel, you angrily, snooze that alarm. Put your phone somewhere far from your bed because then you will have to walk to go and switch off that alarm. and that, interaction with some cold air will stop you from snoozing your alarm. And so after you have walked and put off your alarm, you can now start your day. You can do your stretches and just start your day. So for me, what I do, the first 5 minutes, I just go, brush my teeth, wash my face, preferably with cold water, because then that helps to take away the sleep. And then I make my bed. Very important. It's very important to make our beds in the morning. And if I'm not alone on that bed that night, then hooray, I have somebody else to make the bed, so I am freed from that. And then I wear my gym clothes, because I want to be ready. I don't want anything to tempt me to go back to bed. When I wear my gym clothes, I'm already telling myself that once you're done with your morning routine, you're off to the gym. And except the shoes, by the way, except the shoes, and we'll see why in the next step. So the first step takes about 5 to 10 minutes. I try to take the shortest time possible. And then the next 3 minutes, I sit either on my bed or a chair and place my feet straight on the floor, and I take deep breaths, slow but very deep breaths. This helps to aerate the brain and just make your brain primed for the day. So I like to do that. I take about 3 deep breaths, and that helps me to refresh my brain and just breathe fresh air into my brain. And it also helps with grounding. I am grounded before I start my day. And then I think of 3 to 5 things I am grateful for. Very meaningful things. It could be my family, it could be that bed that I slept on, it could be anything in my life, because that makes me start my day on a note of gratitude. I'm already grateful. So whatever happens in the day, I already have some gratitude to refer to. And then I say 3 to 5 mental affirmations. I just say, I am beautiful, I am great, I am going places, I say the affirmations that come to my mind at that time. Those are faith declarations over my life. And so that takes me about 3 to 5 minutes. And then after that, personally, I like to get into prayer. I believe in starting my day with God and just inviting the Holy Spirit to lead me throughout the day. So I start my day in prayer. I find that very refreshing. Some people will incorporate meditation in this. So whatever suits you, you do that. And then after that, I do my gratitude journaling. So I have done this for so long. I'm now in my 7th book. I journal 5 to 10 things I am grateful for, and then 5 to 10 affirmations. These are again faith declarations, but now not just saying them in my mind. I go a step further and write them down. There is power in writing something down. It just makes it grounded. And then I recite them. I not only recite them, but I make sure I feel them. I feel the gratitude. I feel whatever I'm reciting, and I make sure it really gets into my brain. That takes me about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I get to reading my Bible. I love to read my Bible in the morning. I have talked to God in prayer, and now I want to listen to Him in reading His Word. And I mostly will find so much encouragement in reading the Word of God. And then after that, I take the book that I'm reading, like the book I'm going to introduce to us today, and I'm going to, we say we are reading at least 7 pages. That takes me around 20 to 30 minutes. And so I read my book in the morning. Now, and then I am off to the gym. So what this does, it primes my brain. It prepares me emotionally, it prepares me mentally, it prepares me spiritually, and it also physically. So you see, at no point have I interacted with my phone. At no point have I gone to Instagram, to TikTok, to YouTube. I am just priming my brain. So I don't know what this means to you. It will mean different things to every one of us. So for me, it takes me about 2 hours. I wake up at around 3:50 in the morning. So the first 10 minutes of my day are just for preparation. And then at exactly 4 a.m., I want to be seated down and do my breathing exercises. And so I've committed my first 2 hours of the day for my personal development. And why I do this is because anytime I fail to do this and my day starts, say, at 7, I literally don't find time to do this. So that's why I decided that I will get out of my comfort zone and wake up that early, so that after I've done that, gone to the gym at 6 a.m., by 7 a.m., I am done with me. I am done with my personal routines. Sometimes it's not that smooth. Sometimes I don't have the 2 hours, straight. So what do? These routines can be customized. Sometimes you can decide that I will do the book reading later in the day. I will do the Bible reading later in the day. But you schedule and plan for it, because if you don't, then you will not do it. So these can take from somewhere 30 minutes to maybe 2 hours, 1 hour. So do what is comfortable for you. Customize this and see what works for me as a person. So as you do this, you realize that you start your day in very high energy. You start your day with a primed brain. So where is the time to look at the phone in the morning? And so that's why I said you will rarely find me looking at my phone very early in the morning. And if I do, it's because maybe I'm thinking this is something important, like a habit hacker has asked a question. Maybe that is something I really need to respond to. But anything else, I believe it can wait. So what does your morning routine look like? Begin by organizing your day in the evening, and then have an organized morning. That is how you hack your morning routine and incorporate what feels great to you. Some people will want to exercise fast in the morning. Some people will want to read fast in the morning. So whatever feels great to you, that is what you do. But what we are saying is have it planned, have it pre-planned, have something that, like it's your template. This is what you do. In the book that we'll be reading, a very amazing book, I read the introduction and I couldn't put it down. It's called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And this is a very powerful book. He talks about how he was able to transform his morning, transform his life from a broken person, a person who was meant to die and never walk again, to somebody who has been able to transform his lives and millions of others. So this is the book we are going to be reading. I'll be posting it today. I will also incorporate the videos of a challenge I did last year on YouTube, the 21 days of reorganizing our lives challenge. I realized that we have a lot that we can borrow from that. So look out for all these things. What I want to urge each and every one of us is, please do not accept to be left behind. Do your best, your very best. Just make sure that your best is your best. You're not operating in your comfort zone. You are pulling yourself outside your comfort zone. And I believe that by the time we reach to day 90, you will celebrate the results. So we have divided it into blocks of 30 days each. So I said our first block of 30-day activity will end on 6th May. We are going to analyze it every week, every 10 days, and see how does it go for us. The first 10 days can be tough. The next begin to be quite bearable. And then from that, it begins to be part of the automatic, part of our subconscious mind. And that is what we want. So we have done all the foundation. If you haven't gone through it, please go ahead and go through it. Make sure you have your foundations right. So let's do this. in those small groups. Let's call upon each other to do this, and we'll find it very, very transformative. So I wish you a wonderful next 30 days as you go to the gym, as you exercise, as you pray, as you read, as you do whatever feels great to you. And those habits that you're struggling with are going to be something in the past. You will be looking back and saying, I don't even know how I overcame that, but I actually did. Because as I shared, someday this was also hard for me. But now I do it quite seamlessly. It's not as hard as it was before. So looking forward to a great time together with us, and God bless you.